Well, welcome to a roundtable of Canadians, because I just thought that that would be fun, and Corey agreed. And everywhere we go, we seem to meet Canadians, so we decided to do. I just thought that that would be fun, and Corey agreed. And
dude, do you have the friggin' screen open? Fucking guppy.
So we decided to do.
Correct.
It's like, you know what's really good? This was a tradition for a long time. Like every time we started the show, Jimmy would start talking, and then you'd remember he had the YouTube thing up so that we could monitor the comments and stuff. And like every show for like 2 months, like to the point where it's just like if you didn't do it, I'd start to miss it. And it hasn't been for a long time. So I just want to say thank you, Jimmy, for bringing us back to those moments and really just giving me like a little nostalgia, thing.
No dude about it.
Yeah, so I've been missing in action for the last week. It seems like every time I go away and I come back, I do it again. So it's built in to that. But yeah, like it's funny. We were talking before the stream about like what blockchain Canadians have to deal with, and like one of the worst things has to just be bad internet. Like,
oh yeah. Number one. That's the number one for me.
Like,
where's some of the worst like internet connections in the world, and some of the most expensive internet connections in the world. Welcome to Canada.
For real.
Yeah. Try going to Tennessee though. It's like basically dial up there. Exactly. That's, in case anyone didn't know what dial-up was, that's that. For all you tweens out there.
I'm sure
I'm pre-internet.
I mean, like Corey's internet goes off and on. He's not in Canada. And now, like, my internet is flawless until this week when I decided to leave my house. Yeah. So just a quick rundown. We got some pretty cool people on the line. Terry Crews, you might know him from WeCan, Our Planet, Ultra Rare. Floyd, who was just on our show last week, who is over there at Onessus and HodlGod. Mika from C.A.I.T, a DeFi NFT staking project, which we love. TC, who we just had on last week, is this week actually on Shallow Dive with Nathan and his crew over at M.Y.T.G.
I'm changing the name. That's it. I'm changing the name.
We just need to be trained better, really.
We've got a couple.
What's going on?
People on the back end. They've got their times confused.
Yeah, Jimmy, you're breaking up something fierce, brother.
That sounded like dial-up.
That children is dial-up.
I copied it from.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's not
You're
getting
totally
better,
right.
brother.
Take a time out, Jimmy. Take a time out.
Yeah, that's all right. I have the best internet. And then he left his house. So he stays free.
Never leave home.
Yeah, this is the real lesson here: is never leave your house. Jimmy, maybe I wonder if you could just go audio there, GBD. Not that your face isn't glorious, because it is. Anyway, we got a lot of badasses on here today. Poor Jimmy. I understand his pain. So how's it going, eh?
Oh yeah, eh? Take off, you
awesome.
We're just gonna go out there, take it for a rip bud, and
Oh, 10 ply, bro.
Dude, can I just say, Letterkenny changed my life.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been down in the States for about almost 15 years now, and watching Letterkenny, because I grew up in Yellowknife in the Arctic, but Letterkenny is like I hung out with those guys, like those, like that. It was such, and obviously it's like hyper witty, very funny, super awesome show. but just like, oh yeah, no, that's what it was like. And my wife from is down here from Florida, and she's like, can't possibly be like that. Yeah, no, that's
Definitely is. Definitely.
exactly what it's like. Yeah, right down to the D-Gens. Now I feel like we've taken the D-Gens moniker and really lifted it up, because D-Gens and Letterkenny, not great, but D-Gens in our ecosystem, I mean, I look at any D-Gen and I'm like, yeah, we're fam. And they tend to be the smartest, coolest, best looking people in the room.
Hell,
or something. Probably not that last one, but all right. So why don't we do this instead? Because those introductions from poor Jimmy were just fucking terrible. He was going in the right direction until we had the internet faux pas. But let's start with you, Terry. Give us a quick update. Who the fuck are you? Who are you working with? What are you doing? What are you most excited about?
I am the real Terry Crews. Hashtag. Oh, Corey spit out his coffee there.
It was close.
Yeah, working with the WeCan team in our planet, Ultra Rare and the Horrors, have been for with Ultra Rare since last year and WeCan since the start of this year. Just got back from Ukraine from a trip to go see the guys.
How was that?
It was fucking epic. It was awesome.
Damn,
it was totally awesome. It was, it's kind of weird working for somebody that you've never met in person, right?
Yeah.
And so it was really great to create that relationship and that bond of meeting the guys in person, in face, shaking their hands, having a beer with them.
Right.
It really solidifies that connection, right? So I really hope going forward that it'll help with communication and just overall in general with the project. So I was there for 2 weeks, me and Bonzo, and just got back on Sunday. I was a bit jet lagged and still feeling it a bit today. But yeah, we're ramping up there. We're doing lots of new things, lots of stuff to look forward to. Ultra Rare has got something very exciting coming out soon. It's collectible put together comic books by NFTs. So something that hasn't been done yet, I don't think. And it was actually on the guys' minds right from the get-go. That was what they initially wanted to do, was a comic style thing. So it's great to see them be able to bring that to fruition now. So what I'm most excited for, definitely that's one of them. And then with our planet, robots, man, we got to get to them robots, have the robot wars. It's going to be deadly.
Yes. Yeah. I'm saving up all my robot making minerals like crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Awesome. Terry, that's awesome. I want to chat with you about Ultra Rare after too. Okay. TC, how's it going, man?
Excellent. How are you?
I'm doing good. Same questions. Everyone knows who you are. You're fucking famous. But what? Give us an update on what you're doing and what you're most excited about.
I'm an investor really in the NFT space. That's how I got in. I invested big time into our planet, and then Uplift. I started a company with 3 other guys called. I got to look it up myself. M.Y.T.G. Construction, and we just build in the Uplift.
Yeah, you need a new name. If you have to look it up yourself, you're like, yeah, it was a good idea. Move on. As a favor to me, because I want to brag about you guys so much, and I can remember like MYTC, which makes sense because you're TC. No, that's wrong. God damn it, not again.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to think up another name.
You guys are doing amazing. You guys are doing amazing things though in the Uplift. Like it's
really, I love those guys. Yeah, that's it. Do we tell you whereabouts in Canada are you guys? I'm curious.
I'm in Thunder Bay, Northern Ontario.
Yeah, I'm in just north of Bob Cajun. I don't know if you know that area. Well, the song Bob Cajun.
Yeah.
I'm in Newfoundland. What's up?
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Oh, there, bud.
Jokes, guys. Let's go.
Where you at? Come here too. I told my wife that once, and she it broke her brain. Like literally, you just watch her brain ooze out of her ears. She's like, "That can't be a thing that humans utter." Like, yeah, oh yeah, That's the stuff that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a whole new language here. But what I was expecting to come in here and see Kenny. Is he not here today?
We haven't seen him yet. And Jimmy was in here, but his
I'm sorry, not Kenny, Jimmy. Sorry.
Jimmy was here. He's on vacation, and his internet access is straight up garbage.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, and speaking of which, maybe it won't be as garbage. Anyway, so yeah, he was trying to do some introductions, and it was not going well. His internet was terrible. So we've heard from Terry, we've heard from TC. TC, did you tell us what you're most excited about? Near term.
Uplift.
Oh, cool. All right. Nailed it. All right. So Micah, do you say Micah or I think Jimmy called you Mika? I'm like, that's an interesting.
I was gonna say Micah, yeah.
It's Micah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, Mika's good and all, but like yeah.
I just no longer correct people because I get like a 50-50 every time. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's weird.
All right, well,
yeah.
I mean, Micah makes sense to me. I freaking love Kate. I love the conversation we're having that we're not going to talk about on here, and I can't wait to have that some more. But give us a quick update on who you are, what Kate is doing, what you're most excited about.
Yeah, so I'm Micah. I live in Manitoba right now. I am running Kate. We've been putting together different DeFi solutions for Wax. So we have our airdrops, we have our LP rewards, we have yield farming now up and running. And we've got our faucets and a few other things. And we are currently working on our own NFT staking and a CPU rental solution for the chain. So people will be able to...
that's interesting.
We'll be able to rent CPU. We're taking the idea from Rex on EOS and just bringing it to Wax because they haven't done it yet. That's basically the whole idea.
That's baller, man. Yeah,
So.
It's becoming
all that stuff, right? All that stuff is where all this stuff is going. And it's funny. I was trying to mint some ungodly expensive element. I'm trying to upgrade all my lands in advance of the robots. Terry Crews, and ran into a bunch of CPU things. I'm like, man, and I literally had to wait on Wax. And like, I'm so conditioned now. Like, I don't have to wait on Wax. What the fuck is this? And that problem is only going to get worse. So, Mike, I'm really excited that you guys are getting ahead of that. Right now. Andrew's saying to take a look at Chintai resource renting. Isn't that just on EOS too, or are they doing that on Wax as well? I guess Andrews, you should probably answer that question. Either way, they're doing some cool stuff. Cool. So I mean, that's a long list of things. Is there any particular part of that you're most excited about, or just like you guys are obviously making some ground in that space?
Yeah, so we've been expanding our liquidity rewards programs to new tokens as well. So we have 4 other tokens now that are receiving LP rewards through our system. So we got Pixel signed up, which is the Pixel Art Mini. And then we're working with BJ token. And then...
like you do.
Yep. And then the new Reptilian project. And what was the 4th one? Oh my god, I'm gonna feel really bad now.
Okay,
and then Taco. Yeah, Taco and Wax. Yeah,
I love them. Taco's adorable.
I know.
That's awesome, Micah. Floyd, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up? I'm Floyd. For those who don't know, I work for Onessus, which is the development studio behind HodlGod. I'm also in Edmonton, to let you guys know. So I think I'm the only one on the West Coast here. And what I'm most excited about, our staking platform is going through its final audit. So we're just doing kind of some polishing on the user interface side. So that's going to be coming soon. And then later this year, we're going to be pushing out some bigger HodlGod updates, as well as our Geekcoin, which is our decentralized esports community through Discord as well. So those would be the things I'm most excited about personally that we have coming down the pipelines. I'm just happy to be here and hang out with so many amazing, interesting Canadians who share my same passion as well. So yeah, this is awesome.
But can we go back a sec? Did you say Edmonton is West Coast? Come on, bro.
Yeah,
it's kind of. It's not Kelowna, but
I mean, Montana, West Coast. Nope, it's not. No. Yeah, that's the thing. I wish Tuttle had been able to join us. She's on Vancouver Island. That's some West Coast shit right there.
That's some West Coast shit.
For sure. All right, so all the way over to the East Coast. Adam, how you doing, man?
Fantastic. I mean, full disclaimer here, right? Like, I'm sure Kenny, if he was here, he'd be chuckling. And if my wife is watching right now, she's probably laughing too. So she's a Newfoundlander. I'm actually from Cleveland, Ohio originally, but I am,
get him off this.
I am now Canadian, right? I like snuck my
I
way
think in
on.
top 10 Canadians, this should be allowed, I think.
I had to say, I've got, this is very Canadian of me. I've got Tim Hortons on the way from Skip the Dishes right now.
Oh, wow.
Right there. The
So
amount of nostalgia that my fucking whole digestive tract just had was deeply, deeply disturbing. Like, I want some Timbits and I want them now.
I did get Timbits, but it's funny because I mean, Skip the Dishes is very Canadian. I mean, I think it just came to the States. One of my friends was telling me he saw it there, but so anyways, yeah, in Newfoundland. As far as what I'm doing, what I'm working on, becoming I would hope a little bit of a popular talking head in the space now. I do a show with Cryptowriter called The Shift. If anyone's familiar with our project, Mr. Shift is our villain, our bad guy. Shift City is the name of the city this is actually behind me. This is Shift City behind me. And anyways, I'm not really sure even how we came up with the name, but Sean from Cryptowriter, I think he came up with it, and we've just been doing it for like the past 3 or 4 months. And I've gone from knowing like nothing about NFTs to just trying to keep up with everything. And Micah, I've heard about your project, and I just looked it up, and it looks like something dropping in like 4 hours.
Yeah. We have our music NFT coming out in a few hours. Yeah.
Cool. I feel like music still has yet to be mastered in this space, so that's cool.
We're working on getting a. I think I'm allowed to talk about this. We're working on getting a an app-based NFT music player going, so that basically, if you own the NFT in your Wax account, all you have to do is log in, and you'll be able to listen to it like Spotify or something like that, with like playlists and everything.
That is the way. That's
for sure.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
Having some first movers advantage there is going to be awesome. Are you guys building that with Taco?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's why.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Cool.
They're the ones that are primarily behind the tech side of it, and we're behind the other side of it.
Cool.
That's
awesome.
So we the one thing though with our show that I've noticed is kind of felt like, so we've done probably anywhere from 20 to 30 shows now, and I'm starting to see, I'm like, man, we're leaving opportunity on the table, not only for us, but our community. Like, we have to get our own NFTs. And so we're working on our own project right now. There's we're in need of a wax developer, because we've got this idea with burn mechanics and we just want to knock it out of the park. My artist and I, we don't want to just kind of throw it all together and just try to get out there. I'm actually going to share my screen here real quick if you guys want to see what we're working on here. But so the name of the show, as I said, is The Shift. And we have a gamification process to it that we're just waiting to kind of leak out right now, because we just, I don't know, for any, you guys know what it's like doing projects. Like, you just want to be careful how much information you put out there.
Exactly.
So this is a little sneak peek of what some of the NFTs look like. And so again, we do a pop-up once or twice a week. So, viewers of the pop-up that show up, they'll get this through a giveaway. We've definitely grown our audience a ton through giveaways. I'm sure you guys have done some giveaways and seen. We happen to be having Miss Teen Crypto on the show when we made this one. So like, anyone who's a featured guest on the show, they're always going to get their own NFT, as well as, again, some of the viewers that tune in. There's just episode specific NFTs. And I can't talk about why that says 14 karat on it yet. But, like,
wink, wink, wink.
teaser.
And then this is like, that's my personal logo on this one, but you can see it's like a little bit more shiny. So this is going to be like the ultra rare. Shout out to the guys from Ultra Rare. Those guys are awesome. But so, and then every show we do a ducky marathon. So like, the beginning of the show, we'll do a duck race. Have you guys seen the duck races yet?
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Corey, maybe we have to do a duck race on the show. I don't know. But
I think we probably should. I haven't seen this yet.
So with the duck, whoever wins a duck race, the thing is, like, so we normally wait till we get a certain amount of viewers at the beginning, and then we'll run a race that maybe goes the entirety of the show, hour, 2 hours, whatever. And it's an incentive for whoever's there at the beginning to stay all the way to the end, because if you stay at the end and your duck wins, one, not only do you get whatever NFT we're giving away on the show, but once we have this portion of the project ready, we're going to backdate all the ducky marathon winners, and they're going to get one of these NFTs. And so Yeah, that's a little bit of it. I'd love to get into the details, but we're just being patient. We're looking for a wax dev. We're in conversation with one now, finally, after like a week of knocking on doors. And the best part is like Sean from Cryptowriter is like really excited to see what we're going to do here. We kind of have his support, which is encouraging because, you know, that dude's a beast. I'm sure you guys know Sean. Everyone here knows Sean and Kenny from Cryptowriter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We hope it's ready. Like we want it to be ready tomorrow, right? But we'll see. See how long it takes.
Have you guys played with the Nifty burn stuff yet? Or
you
like
know, we're thinking about, and I thought so. Actually, I'd like to get your take on this, Corey, because we wanted to hold off on Nifty because I felt like both of my artists and I felt like we've seen a lot of very original and cool projects kind of stay away from Nifty and just either do their own thing, whether it's on their own website or you know, with Writer.
Like
I think
who?
it's pretty much just right there. Well, Writer's just right on like you could say in the marketplace, like Atomic Hub. You just burn it right there. So
yeah. Oh, and you can do that. You know, with that. I don't know. I'm a
but I saw the
backer
Uplift.
of Nifty.
I was like, dude,
yeah.
I didn't realize the Uplift was on. I don't know how I didn't realize that, but you guys are on Nifty, and then like, okay, so there's like some definitely. I just didn't want to. I wanted us to be like unique, so I'm like, I don't know if we want to do Nifty, but
yeah. I mean, if you want to be unique, don't do anything on Atomic Hub, right? I mean, like, and no one's going to do that. So I guess where the reason why I keep bringing Nifty blocks up is they've been, you know, for projects that are just getting started, they've been democratizing some of the tools that cost like an arm and a leg and a car on Atomic, right? So like some of the blend mechanics, some of the box opening mechanics that you can do through Atomic, they're just like, yeah. Let's just allow those to be open for you know, any projects that are out there, which is something that
cool.
you know, I am personally deeply interested in because there's so many projects that are just coming up. I'd rather see them have these little tools and abilities to actually build out. And they've been intensely responsive from us, like all the stuff that we're doing for our blending stuff for the mining rigs and stuff. All that stuff is done through Atomic. Launching our postcards, all that stuff is done through through Nifty.
Okay.
And they're launching, like they launched right now. Like one of our we wanted to get like a multi-project blend going on, and they literally launched that just for us. And it's going to be going launching live pretty soon to everybody else. So like, you know, NFTs from different projects you're going to be able to blend and put in contracts and stuff. So yeah, I mean they're basically, you know, making up a lot of the ground that Atomic, just through being, I think, super busy, right? Obviously Atomic has been super successful. More power to them. But yeah, massively supportive of Nifty and anybody who supports them. Just because you know they're building a lot of the stuff that it will then be available for everybody.
What's the significance? Because I gave away some stamps from the Uplift on our stream last night, but I don't understand. Like I haven't taken the time to learn as much about Uplift as I would like to, and this is like the moment where I get to finally catch up and learn some of these things. By the way, Floyd, I watched like a couple minutes of your interview with Ricardo the other day, so I'm getting more familiar with HodlGod as well. But yeah, what's up with the postcards? And I have a plot of land, and I didn't even know I had opened it yet, and Jimmy helped me open it on the show, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's a great location." So like, I got to get going on the Uplift, but I just need the
help. Postcards and the stamps. Even I don't know.
I gave away stamps yesterday. I didn't even know what I was giving away.
Yeah, they're gonna do something. No clue. and I was like, when we launched it, like Dennis is our design guy. What's that?
I was just saying Adam could hire TC to build for him in the Uplift.
There you go. Yeah, with the M.Y.T.G CB or whatever the fuck it is. Oh, poor Jimmy. He's not Canadian enough. That's what you get for living in Japan. Right? But yeah, so huge Nifty Blocks fan. And I forgot.
I just saw someone say AtomiKings in the house. Are we getting our boy Burst? He's close to you, Floyd, isn't he?
Yeah, Burst is a personal friend of mine. He's one of the people who brought me into the space originally. But both Terry and myself are in AtomiKings as well.
Okay, cool.
So we've been talking for, I don't know, since last year sometime. But yeah, no, that's kind of a community that helped me get started in the space. It was kind of a few of my Canadian friends.
Burst and I.
Yeah, I believe.
Burst and I met like most of those guys in the AtomiKings are personal friends, like Floyd said, like in real life, right?
Yeah, they all hang out together. I'm like, what?
Yeah, but Burst and I met when GPK first dropped, and we were both into that pretty heavily, and we started chatting behind the scenes, and we were always talking about, you know, something like this, like, you know, with the AtomiKings, like a group of people that are, you know, standing up to the fucking for the little guys, right? Kind of like Nefty Blocks is and stuff like that, and it was really cool to see it come to fruition, you know, the way it kind of did. You know, we would just kind of voice our opinions and sometimes get shut down in chats and get kicked out of chats and stuff.
Nice. That's why I love you guys.
And then now it's the popular opinion, right? Now like if you look at that AtomiKings chat, it's just filled with positivity and people looking out for each other and passing on good info and stuff, right? So, and that's what we want for sure.
That's awesome.
Love it. Love it. I see Jimmy's like kind of with us right now. Is he watching the
heat? Semi in.
Yeah, Burst is probably sleeping right now. He's notorious for missing drops, sleeping in through drops. So he probably slept in through this.
Yeah, that's happened a few times.
Yeah.
I see some of our Cryptowriter people in here. What's up, guys? Good to see you. Sarav, what's up? Danny Jetski. Good stuff.
So I was perusing the Twitter this morning, and Gary V is warning everyone that 98% of projects that are in the NFT space are probably going to be gone pretty soon. And he's right? I mean, that, you know, is definitely the way. And I mean, you know, it's the same as you know, Silicon Valley as the startup, you know, kind of area where, you know, you have to assume that 1 out of 20 projects is probably going to fail. Probably more, right? Probably more like 1 out of 50. Or sorry, 1 out of 50 will succeed. 49 out of 50 will likely fail, right? Because we're experimenting. Everybody in the space is experimenting. So, you know, I put a thing out there and it basically said, you know, what are the 3 projects that that you think are going to be around in 5 to 10 years? Because that, I think, is going to be the real indicator of success, right? Like longevity, you know, is sort of the thing. Because there's going to be a lot of flashes in the pan, a lot of people trying out a lot of different things, which is great. I mean, that's all part of it. Why this is such an innovative and insane space. In your guys' minds, what are some projects that will be around 5 years or more?
Are we allowed to say the Uplift?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, let me start the Uplift. I mean, I'm super biased. Obviously, I'm super biased. But I mean, like, we're planning, like, literally everything that we're doing is to make sure that we have the runway so that we can actually realize the dream, right? Like that, you know, like building for like the next 2 months, we're not, right? We're delivering some core functionality over the next 2 months, but I'm thinking like well into next year and beyond. So like, I know we're going to be around for 5 years because I'm going to fucking make sure we are, right? So that's, you know, I get to pull that lever, but thank you, Adam. I agree. Anyway, other than the Uplift, I want to say I listed Our Planet and Alien Worlds.
Yeah, like, I want to say Our Planet for sure, because similar to what you're doing, Corey, right? We're doing the same thing. We're planning very far into the future.
Yep.
And it's driving people nuts, right? Because they're like, they want instant results. They want it now. And they're in the chats, right? And they're like, when this, why that, da-da-da. And it's like, you got to have some patience. We're setting up groundwork, you know, foundation here so that we can keep going, so that we can keep this being the best game going forward. Yep. And a lot of people don't see that. They don't get that, right? They want that instant.
Hey, Terry, fuck them.
I'm buying into the future.
You did. I can't say it.
Yeah, no, I'll say it for you. And this is like, you know, every chat you can sort of see it in a lot of the Telegram channels. We've obviously had to deal with the same thing, right? Like, you know, why hasn't my NFT 10x? Like, go fuck yourself. That's like, what do you think you're doing here? Like, that's, you know. Anyway, yeah. TC, what do you think, man?
Uplift, Our Planet. I'm just buying that shit every day. I don't care. I don't care what the FUD says. I don't care about anything. I like the fact that you guys are not saying much and you're just kind of carrying on. I'd rather you go slow and build that foundation to make it last.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of you guys are like literally burnt out. So you need to relax and rest and, you know, do
Balance.
those things.
Yeah,
Balance. You got to balance it because, I mean, I'm finding I'm almost burning out. And I'm not doing nothing you guys are doing. So, yeah, I have much respect for both those teams, you know. It's
We
just too
love
bad
you,
just too bad all these people are just, you know, shit in the bed and causing havoc among all the chat groups. They just don't get
and
it.
they'll go away, right? This is
Yeah.
my favorite thing to tell, you know, the sort of the flipper class is like, just sell everything right now. And they're always like, oh, how can you, the guy, tell me to sell it? Because I don't care. We're just gonna have more people coming soon. Like, I know this for a fact. So just sell right now and come back in 6 months. And they're all like, well, no, I don't want to do that. Cool, then sit down, shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
off the pot. Come on.
Anyway.
It's no different than the regular crypto space, eh? We have
Right?
highs
Yeah,
and we have
exactly.
lows.
Except we're actually building shit. Mike,
Yeah. It's actually being used.
Right?
So as far as projects that I think will be around in 5 years, my top pick is actually probably Nifty Blocks. I think that
I like it.
I think that they've put it in and like so much value that it's kind of hard to like imagine where we would all be without that. Like, how, like, are we all gonna individually develop this stuff? No, probably not.
Right.
So it's like it's having that tool. Bounty Blocks, another one that I really like.
Good one
from those guys, and then I think Our Planet. That's my third one. I think I'll stick with Our Planet still. I think it's going to be my. It's still our long-term play. It was our first play. It's going to be our long-term play too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I agree. That's funny. Like, even I've had some people that, you know, are friends of mine, like, oh, I think I'm going to sell my Our Planet. Oh, like, cool, sell it to me.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like that, you know, it's anyway, it's absurd. So yeah, thank you for that, Micah. That the Nifty Blocks thing just made me think too. Like, I know a lot of people are I've been talking to a few products about doing token drops and you know, kind of ICO type things.
Yeah,
and we're calling them INFTOs now, because why would you release a token like a normal boring fucking token sale when you can release it as NFTs? And of course, you know, I think Nefty's going to be doing this,
right?
And Blue and I are cooking up another project where we're going to be doing this as well. And we went straight to Nefty to talk to them about how to do it, and they're just going to set it up for us.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's clutch.
Yeah, we effectively did that with our pack sales. Like, that's effectively what we did. We sold those NFTs that had the token value on it. You bought the pack, you got tokens.
Right. It's like it's
good. It's more fun.
It's
more fun.
Right.
B, it's kind of addictive. And C, like I would much rather sit there and open 10 packs than just hit one button and get tokens in my wallet.
Right.
Like,
well, and now, like, the second we decided to do the INFTO thing, we started thinking like, well, why aren't we doing randomized pack drops? Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but everyone loves them some packs where they might have a chance of getting something. Like, so yeah, fuck it, let's do it. And again, it's all the, especially like everybody in this room and the people that are operating in this ecosystem, like 5 years from now, everyone's gonna be like, oh, those guys were doing all the things before everyone else. Yep.
Right.
But yeah, I love your answer to that question. Floyd.
3. Hey, this is tough because there's a lot of projects I really love in this space. But
if you
obviously
have to name more, I'm not gonna be mad.
I gotta be a little biased and say Onessus first for lots of reasons on the development side, and some kind of secret stuff I know it's coming down the pipelines. But away from my own personal thing, I'm gonna say Our Planet. I'm a big fan of tracking daily users and stuff like that. So Our Planet's doing big things. I know they have big things planned. So I know they're in a bit of a lull and some people are complaining right now, but I don't doubt they're going to come back even stronger than before. Ultra rare because their artwork is insane and unbelievably original. And I just think they got a really good crew over there. And then Alien Worlds. I mean, because it's a powerhouse too, and I just can't see it slowing down.
Yeah, they're beasts. They're I don't know what it's gonna look like in 5 years, but they're not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, I can't see it stopping. So those would be my top choices. But I mean, there's so many other great projects in the space, but I'll leave it at that so I don't have to talk for 3 hours.
Awesome. Adam.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have put some interesting things on my radar here. Just like, obviously, I know Our Planet's a big deal, but I wasn't expecting everyone to have Our Planet basically as their number one. So that's interesting to me. I'll have to probably put some more energy just learning about their project. We did have Bonds on the show once. I find this interesting, and so I want to actually ask you too, Corey, for the Uplift. Like, did I hear recently that Alien Worlds, the currency from that game, is now exchangeable on Binance? Is that true?
Has been for a while.
So is that part of it? Would it be fair to say that's part of the big long-term picture for a lot of these projects, even like the Uplift world, like Upliftium to eventually be on something like Binance?
No comment.
I think that's so cool. I hope so, right? Like, I think that's just so cool.
Where we're planning to go, we won't need Binance.
Well, yeah, because Binance is kind of like mainstream. I get it.
No, no. Binance is awesome. Don't get me wrong. Binance is fantastic. Yep.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that stuff is cool, and I just love hearing the projects that are basically creating their own currency. That's now like I know you can exchange. We're talking about Our Planet. You can exchange Aether on like Alcor. I've seen that, which is like maybe not necessarily worth it, but I've seen it.
It's not worth it, dude. I spent too much money. Like, I bought 10,000 Alien Worlds NFTs to stake on Our Planet back in the day, right?
Yeah.
And I've been spending money hand over fist for months on Our Planet. I have made trading on Alcor. I've made at least 7 or 8 times more money back on Our Planet in the last 4 months.
Wow!
But at its peak, dude,
yeah, you gotta remember
I was making so much money, it was fucking absurd.
So that's the move. Okay.
Yeah. And now, granted, like, the only thing Alcor is missing is incentivized LP, which I know Kate is working on, and we are too.
Cool. So, anyways, that's good to know. I think obviously what you guys got. This is kind of like the AtomiKings crew. I just think there's a lot of cool, like, there's good energy in that community. So I expect it to continue on. Same with Writer. And I love I'll be honest, maybe no one wanted to talk about their own project, but I love what I see going on with the Writer stuff. Like, that's why I was so attracted to it, because it's built on the hero's journey. Like, I don't know how familiar you guys are with Finney's like story, but it's got the potential to just do like Star Wars type of stuff from how it's been laid out, thanks to Sean and Kenny. So, and then awesome. The last one I want to throw in here is I like Yoshi drops because one, you can mine Upliftium with them, but two, I think Yoshi drops is like, if you get someone even just like if you buy your grandma or someone that has no idea how NFTs work, you buy them a clear membership or just any kind of Yoshi miner, that's a really good way for someone to start learning how this space works. Like, more than any other project I've seen, because you can see, okay, if I hold this, I get a drop, I get music, I can see how the music works. Oh, I get Upliftium too. So I kind of like how Yoshi drops is laid out. And I think it's like the ultimate way to kind of, it's the gateway drug to NFTs maybe for a lot of people.
And we're designing it so that it's going to be almost frictionless. So, before too long, you'll be at an Oxymorons concert. He's going to be wearing a shirt with a QR code. You point your phone at the QR code. You sign up with just your phone number, and that gets you an NFT in the back office for Yoshi drops. You can buy anything you want with dollars in Yoshi drops. You don't have a Wax account at all. Literally just your phone number will give you access to literally everything inside our system. And then you're like, oh man, I want to get this on a marketplace. We're going to have a marketplace. You still only need your phone, right? Oh, but I want it on AtomiKings. Cool. Send it to AtomiKings. That's when you'll get, that's when you need a Wax account, right? So we'll show people how to get the Wax Cloud account or an Anchor one or whatever, and then you'll do that, right? So, but like, we're like, all the friction points for people to get into NFTs, period, Yoshi drops is just going to smash them all.
Love it. Hey, and then real quick, because you were talking about Alien World staking on Our Planet, like, what's the best project to stake on Our Planet? Because I have noticed some
Our Planet.
Our
Planet.
Our Planet.
Kind of obvious. I should have known that one, right?
Yeah. Well, and it, they had to go to pools eventually, and I'm really glad that they did. The ratios on Alien Worlds back in the day was like 4-1. It was really ridiculous for the low cost Alien Worlds NFTs, which is why I, as a DGen, was buying them one at a time, and I bought 10,000 of them. Took a while, but it was worth it. And
I gotta
then
go
like
grab
the
my pins.
Talabach thing was interesting for a while, and they had to nerf those because they're being procedurally generated exponentially. So that's crazy. But yeah, as far as the projects, I haven't been keeping an eye on the sort of the Ether per hour ratio for any of those projects recently. But I do. We have to give NFT Hive a shout out. Ben from NFT Hive.
Oh fuck yeah!
Right, you go to NFT Hive. It actually shows Ether per hour.
Yeah.
On all the NFTs for all these different pools, which is clutch, and Upliftium per hour now.
And
right?
he also just implemented where you can sell and trade your fungible tokens from our planet. So you need the
cool
upgrade and stuff, right? So you used to only be able to do that on Simple Market, which is a bit of a nightmare. And Ben implemented it on Hive, so now you can go do that there and just pick them up cheap there. It's awesome.
That's really good to know. Could he maybe have them for sale for Aether? Because I'd buy that shit.
Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah,
right? We should talk to him. And this is the thing, like in this space, like I'm just gonna message Ben now, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, fuck, we can do that, no problem." Right? Yeah. It's a magical time to be alive, people.
I'd also say for projects that stake well for you, Adam. Look at projects like Ultra Rare and the Horrors that have now also are stakeable on another platform because
Wax Arena. Well, I don't know what's going on there. Tell me about
what is I don't either. What's going on? What
are taking their will take their Ultra Rare or Horror NFTs and take them off of our planet because you have to stake them there, right? On our planet, out of your wallet. So they're taking them off, putting them back in their wallet, and then that pool, each NFT then becomes more because they're coming out of the pool, right? Yes.
Yeah. No, and AtomiKings you can stake on Wax Arena. I'm just trying to figure out. I don't think I've probably staked enough on Wax Arena to know what happens after I get to a certain amount of their currency. Like I don't know. I go on there and I see all my NFTs just kind of sitting there, but like I don't know what to do.
Hey Floyd, you probably know better than me.
I'm not. I don't have my stuff staked on Wax Arena, unfortunately, so I'm not the guy to ask about this.
Well, you don't. Yeah, you don't have
to stake though.
Yeah, as long as it's in your wallet, right? And then you just go and click and connect your wallet, kind of like Ethereum and MetaMask. You tokens, so you connect it.
Let me see if I can
get it out of your wallet.
Man,
right?
I have so many stake. Dude, thank you. I didn't know any of this shit was going on. Nobody tells me.
Oh, come on, Corey.
I'm so excited right now.
So
do you actually have to stake them, or are they just like?
If you just connect your wallet.
Yeah, no,
just
I did.
Connect your wallet. Yeah, so you're generating whatever that currency is. I don't think there's any use case for it yet.
Give it.
Oh, your Jimmy's arrived. Look at that. He's got the farmer's wrap. I love those things.
That's awesome.
Now we're rocking.
Go Canada.
It's real now. It's real now.
Timmy's. Wait, Corey, are you not in? What country are you in?
I'm in Miami, but I'm originally from Yellowknife, Northwest Territories.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Always wanted to be there.
Miami's better.
warmer.
Warm all the time.
I actually still get nostalgic for home, but like global warming is treating Yellowknife really, really well. It used to be minus 40 for 9 months out of the year.
you got the Northern Lights up there though, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That's what
pretty much all of Canada. You could see the Northern Lights, but yeah, Yellowknife, they're beautiful for sure when you get up that north.
Too windy and cloudy here.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wax Arena, man.
Go to a lab.
Do you guys know? Can you guys if you're part of Wax Arena, if you know anybody who's part of Wax Arena, have them call me.
Oh yeah, we got someone. Let me get the interview because our guy interviewed him on Cryptowriter, Ricardo, who just interviewed Floyd.
Awesome. Yeah. I want to get him. I want to get him on the show. I want to learn everything.
That's the best way to do it,
right?
This is where Burst would come in handy because he would know all this shit.
Yeah,
that's sleepy, dude.
That's funny. I was thinking I was like behind the 8 ball on Wax Arena.
Man, there's so many projects in the space now. Like,
yep,
it's a full-time job just trying to keep up to everything, and
it is.
Like, and and if you're in a project yourself, like we all are, and you're trying to concentrate on working with your team on your project, and then you're trying to work another 40, 50 hours a week to keep up with everyone else's projects. And then eventually you just kind of get sat here and you're like, oh man, I really want to be in everything, but I don't know how I'm going to do it.
I'm 16, 18 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Same.
And I'm not even doing half of what you guys are doing. So
Yeah,
kudos to you guys.
The
Seriously.
show, honestly, the show is the only way I would even have a chance. Right?
Yeah.
Like I'm forced to, okay, 9 o'clock, gotta get up, find out who Jimmy has to talk to today. And like the freaking this Canadian panel, we're like, yeah, I think Jimmy said somewhere, like this is just 1.0. We're definitely gonna do this again. It's like,
yeah, I've got my phone on me 24/7, and the wife fucking hates it, right? But I'm like, you know what? Like, who's paid the bills? Paid for the dog's vet bill last week, you know? Like, this is paying for that shit, man. I got to be there, like, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that's one reason, like, most of us in this panel got into it, because we were collectors and investors and so involved in the space anyways. Like, that's how I got on with WeCan and how I got on with Ultra Rare. I reached out to the guys. I said, hey, hire me. Let me help you, because I'm here anyways 24/7. So why not, you know, let me get on board? And that's the way it works. So
yeah, we have, you know, we got acquired by Lgnd.Art early on, right? Uplift did. And they've got like a world-class team, right? Like marketing VP from Nike and fucking like HR guru from like a bunch of Austin startups and right? Like just like a powerhouse team. Lgnd.Art.
Oh, yeah.
Which is basically like our kind of extended family, our extended team. But they kept asking me, okay, like who do you need to hire? And I'd give them a list, like I need all these people. And like 2 months later, they're trying to hire people through normal channels, and it's just a fucking pain in my ass. Like it's not working at all. To the point where, you know, I just started like, I'm just gonna go to the community and see what happens. And every single time that's happened, we find somebody that A is super passionate about the uplift. Duh, that's why they're there. And B, they're just perfect for it, right? Like the, you know, pulling Super Sam was the last one. She's like in our Telegram constantly answering questions way better than I ever could. And we need somebody to do, you know, just basic social media posting, because we haven't, like, you know, we're not in any way, shape, or form organized around that. So I just, you know, finally, instead of like going through all these freaking interviews with people that have no fucking clue what the uplift is, I was like, Sam, you want to post on the internet? She's like, yes, done. Like, it literally took 10 minutes. So that was a huge lesson. And I think like Rob Flasca is actually in the comments right now. We're bringing him on to do some social media stuff, I think, as well. I'm not sure, 100% sure if it's finalized. I'm just like throwing him under the bus right now. But
he's awesome.
Rob, I actually talked to Kristen, erstwhile VP of marketing from Nike, who's working with us now, and she loves you even more, which I knew she would, because you fucking rock. So anyway, yeah, growing the teams from within the community is just now like, I'm gonna just do that from now on.
I think it's the best way to do it.
Yeah. It's definitely the way to do it. Like, I don't know, for us, like everybody that is involved with C.A.I.T, like as far as like team or partners, are all initially Wax NFT people, or came with me from the original chain that we were on over. So like everybody, like it's been fun. We've just been building up and getting more people in, and just trying to build stuff for everybody to use, because it's more fun that way, right? Like we want we want to be able to put stuff out there so that people can use it, not just so that, right? Like, yeah, it's more fun that way, right? Like, so
I think another thing, the key to longevity is, like, you guys have probably seen it. The ones, well, actually, so Corey, you have a show. Does anyone else here have a show?
I stream on Twitch.
Yeah. I think that's the other thing. Like, I'm looking at like, I don't even know how many we have, like 7 or 8 podcasters. Corey, if you have talking heads consistently going for your project, that's another way to keep the 5-year plan going. Yeah. So
yeah. And for us, like the biggest thing for me, no matter what project, you know, I'm doing, is I measure our potential for success by the number of communities that are actively engaged, right? That's why when we, you know, first started out with Genesis, we started doing the land grants. That's why, you know, we're not releasing new worlds until they have communities that are building there in a meaningful way, because they, you know, become the anchor. They always have been the anchor for everything, right? Like, you know, C.A.I.T is going to be measured by how many awesome projects they have connected to it, and that's, I think, true for all of them, right? And then, you know, for Cryptowriter, I think it's so much fun and so frankly easy for you guys, because there's 100 million projects out there, and you just have to actually pick the most cool ones, right? And so, you know, it's just a never-ending, you know, stream of abilities to connect those communities to things. And I mean, I learned this. I mean, I knew it already a little bit, but watching Our Planet made it obvious as fuck. because here they go, creating value for other people's NFT projects, and that's how they managed to bootstrap and get all the attention that they could ever want. Fucking genius. Yeah. I said then, and I'm gonna keep saying it's a genre. This is the way to do it, right? If you bring value to other communities, other people, great. But if you go through other communities and create value for them, and then therefore value for everybody else, your shit's gonna work. Like it's almost guaranteed.
Yep. Totally agree.
Collaborate.
Yep.
What's Uplift? Shit.
Oh,
Yoka.
How long do you have? Yep. You'll find out soon. All right. I gotta run and do another meeting here in a few minutes. Are you guys cool with doing some gratitudes real quick?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So speaking of Uplift.
Ooh, so shiny.
It is. So this is actually the portal hub. And you can get to all our different worlds right straight through those doors.
Cool.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, that looks great.
Just gotta hop over to Genesis real quick. That's
nice.
This one. Yep. Blink. Takes a couple seconds. There we go.
Hey.
All right.
Well, speaking of great Canadian moments, who caught my man Andre DeGrasse get the gold yesterday?
Yeah, that was unreal. He crushed it in the semifinal, and then the same with the final too. That guy's a beast.
He's got that closing speed of the last 20, man. Wow.
Yeah, can't catch him. He just keeps up the pace the whole way, and he brought a bronze home on the 100 meters too. I was happy to see him get the gold though. He
absolutely.
Sure.
He deserved it for sure.
Yeah.
When I first moved to Canada, he's like, he's in all these commercials. I'm like, who is this guy? I thought he was an actor at first, and then we get closer to the Olympics. I'm like, now he's going to be on every commercial. So
absolutely, huge sponsorships for sure.
Yeah,
Terry, what are you grateful for?
I always go first.
All right, well, you can go last.
Let me think about it.
That's cool. Adam.
Tim Hortons.
Give me ho.
I learned about like Timbits in the summer. They have like the soccer for kids and stuff. I thought that was brilliant. Like that's how you get the kids. You're never gonna forget playing Timbits soccer. Did you guys play? Anyone here?
Yeah. And they do hockey too.
Yeah, they do hockey over here.
Fun. Floyd.
What am I grateful for? To be a part of the first Canadian blockchain roundtable.
Yeah. Well played, Floyd. Well played.
I see you, Morton. I gave him a disclaimer earlier. They know.
Yeah, we've adopted him. It's done. Yep.
Oh, not yet though. Did you? What do they make you do out there in Newfoundland? You gotta get
screeched in. Yeah,
Have you been screeched in? You gotta kiss the fish.
I have. Long may your big jib draw.
There we go. He's official.
Yeah. No, if that doesn't count, nothing does. Micah.
Honestly, I'm just grateful for the community that we all have, that we all kind of share now. So I feel like that's pretty. I feel like it's growing, and we're gonna keep growing it. So,
hell yeah.
I almost typed in MEECAH because I'm an asshole. and then I didn't. TC.
I'm grateful for the entire wax community. Everybody's awesome.
All of us?
Everyone is.
Even that guy that comes to the chat and fuds every day.
Yeah, totally.
Hey Terry, when Lambo? Come on.
Yeah. They haven't even invented engine yet, and they're like, when Lambo?
That's awesome. All right, Terry.
Okay.
The
I'm
real
grateful-
Terry Crews.
The real hashtag, the real Terry Crews. I'm grateful for the opportunities that that Wax has given me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, last year being with COVID and stuff, and you know, it was a pretty dark time for a lot of people, and but it wasn't for us because we had this space, we had community, each other, and I've developed a couple jobs out of it. You know, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's unreal some of the opportunities it's opened up for people in this space.
Yep.
You know, you see people who are, you know, quitting their jobs and, you know, moving to a different career path they never thought they would have, and
For
changing
sure.
their lives for the better. And that's such an amazing thing that we all get to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Are you flying?
Yep. I am.
He's a flying man.
What is that feature? Because I saw that the other day, and I played Minecraft a ton in like 2013, but haven't touched it since. So do you get a jetpack or something?
In creative worlds, you just fly, just jump twice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's a thing. I think I get it of all those. The beats are a little ostentatious. The fuck is this? Oh shit, Gary. What? So, dude, this is all new. So we started out when we first kind of launched and had the full team together. I went down to Bedrock, which is down here, and we made a little room. I throw in gratitudes down there. You can actually see down there is the first one. That was month 1. It's month 2. Month 3 in there. Month 4. We're actually in month 5 now. So we just got into this room, and we realized, like, doing this floor by floor by floor, we're gonna bust out of the ocean pretty soon. So this will be what month is it today?
Wow.
July, August, whatever. So yeah, August, September, and then shit gets weird. We're gonna have to talk. I gotta talk to Gary about this because we're gonna actually have to start expanding the floors out because we need more room per month. But this looks really cool. Yeah, well, I've never seen it. Obviously, I've never seen any of this. Gary just like gets busy, starts. He like basically takes like goofy ideas that I have, like, oh, let's build down and then have a floor every month, and then makes it look cool as hell. That's what Gary does. But yeah, these are all the people that are signing up for the 1 million Upliftium NFTs. And
Nice.
I might just have to leave this wall here forever.
Wait, actually, I heard about that the other day. What's the play there with the 1 million Upliftium?
We wanted to have people, like, give people the ability to withdraw crystallized Upliftium NFTs before you could do it automatically, because we know that's going to take, you know, maybe as much as another month. So we had a manual system set up so that we could confirm that, you know, you actually did own the Minecraft username that you had grabbed for your Wax account, and then we manually minted a bunch of 1 million Upliftium NFTs.
And is it kind of like a trophy, or is it gonna have some kind of?
No, it's like it's the currency, right? So if you have this in you can buy it off Atomic now. Let's say you want to get because we just announced that we're doing portals. So let's say you have 2 distant lands on Uplift that are really far apart, right? And you want to put a portal in there to kind of make it easier for people to bounce back and forth. 10 million Upliftium, and we'll actually install a teleporter for you, right? And so nobody has 10 million Upliftium yet, so you'd have to go on yet. So you'd have to go on Atomic Hub, buy a bunch of these NFTs, and when deposit is fixed, we're actually talking right now. I think we're going into final testing on being able to deposit these NFTs back into the system. You'll be able to, you know, deposit them. It melts the NFT. You have the Upliftium in your account, and then you can spend it on, you know, whatever.
And I noticed I have some miners, and I was expecting certain NFTs to basically mine more Upliftium, but it looks like I think I maybe have like one like legendary, but I was thinking that maybe like my plot of land or something that was, you know, kind of worth more would be mining more Upliftium. But you want to focus on miners if you want to mine? Is that kind of the focus there?
No, not at all. The passive earning on lands is low. Active rewards will smash it. Right? The whole point is we don't want you to buy a piece of land and sit on it and never do anything. Like, that's of absolutely no value to us as a community, right? Yeah. We want people coming in and creating games. So
I need a game.
Or whatever, right? Like you can have like what you guys have built for Cryptowriter is an amazing example. You've got a bunch of reasons for people to actually come to the Cryptowriter plot and engage, and you're gamifying it, and it's going to be really, really awesome, right? So once active rewards go live, players are going to be earning Upliftium just for traveling around and doing a bunch of cool stuff in the Uplift. Anytime that they earn a reward on your land, you're going to earn 20% on top of that, right?
Okay.
So that active rewards is all the marbles. So
Gotcha.
the passive earning on lands, the reason why it's so low is because we're signaling very loudly that it doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
Right?
Interesting. So I need what's the recommendation? I know you got to go, but on a game, what game should I build on my land?
That's a good
Anything that's
question.
cool.
Anything that's cool, and I'm actually 2 minutes late for a meeting, so we can't get into that yet. But honestly, like look at what you guys are doing at Cryptowriter, tour that, and I would say honestly, like ask TC. I bet you he's got some amazing ideas that he's cooking. I can't wait to do this with you guys again. I seriously have to jet like right freaking now. Can you guys do the chop for me? Can you guys do the Jimmy chop? Do it.
What is it?
Nailed it.